And like you said, there's so many different ways that you can use AI for good, but then also for bad. And if we're headed down the cybersecurity conversation, I think that's phenomenal because if you wanted to do bad things, you can find information so much faster today. And like you said, have multiple different inputs and then connect the dots rapidly. Before, when you're working with like an agency, let's say, and they're investigating or they're trying to find something, they would have these boards and they would have multiple inputs and they'd have different teams that would just stovepipe these data into like compartmentalized information based on classifications, and then they wouldn't communicate with each other. But if you have a layer of AI, feed this to Gemini 3 like we were talking about earlier, and all of those pinpoints could be connected instantly, then you just get information so much faster, and the accuracy of that information is so much better too, because now, conversing and like countering basically the concept that you mentioned of create these fake trails behind you. Now I see Gemini 3 coming back and saying, oh, this person, Sonic Cariel, yeah, he has these 3 fake trails, so avoid those. But here's his real identity, because that's tied to his electric bill, that's tied to his social security number, that's tied to the kids that he drives to school, and I've seen him on these cameras, and I see where his HOA is, and all these kinds of things. And they can kind of validate all of these things. Or, take a look at the picture behind me and be like, oh, that's the unit he was in. What patch is that, right? Let me look it up and then see who his friends are within that particular community. And then it's like mind-bogglingly scary how somebody can track exactly who you are.
You got to be really careful. There's a lot of different things that people can track in terms of like even the trees that are behind people in their photos. I've seen people do that, track that. I've seen people track buildings and you can upload a building to AI with Google Lens and you can tell it to identify the building. So my daughter got a snap from her friend. You know what Snap is?
Yeah, Snapchat.
So she's like, I need to know where my friend is. And she showed me the Snapchat. Show me where this thing is. So I took a picture of the snap with another phone. And then I went to Google Lens and I said, what building is this? And it showed me exactly where she was. How insane is that?
This is like, what was that movie with Will Smith a long time ago?
Inception?
No. Will Smith a long time ago, where he was just caught up in this bad thing. The NSA was chasing him with all this amazing technology. Like he'd walk into a store and they just control the camera and rotate it and be like, oh, he just dropped his package into somebody else's and let's go follow them and so on. So now, it's almost unimaginable how much AI is going to be involved. And like you said, you can have a completely fake persona online generating revenue for you. So you've essentially cloned yourself. You build this entire social media platform.
If you